I stole my bombs.
You stole bombs, dude. Those are like 10 rubies. What are you doing?
I stole arrows. I have a max amount of money right now.
Hey guys, welcome back. I'm your host this week, Moldorm Johnny, and with me are Madam Meow Meow Matt, and our lost boy, Raging Hinox Nick, has returned. We are discussing Link's Awakening. This is part 2 out of 2. We left off at the Catfish Maw, so the 6th dungeon, I believe, right? Or is that the 5th dungeon?
5th.
That's number 5. I stand
5th.
Corrected. So, guys, Madam Meow Meow, what are you drinking tonight?
I'm back on the Founders. I haven't done anything.
You're just milking that, man.
I am, too. It takes me, like, months to finish a thing of beer.
That's what happens when you have a kid and you get old, huh?
It's no good. I've had a lot of beer since then, just not this. So I got to finish this up and make room for something new.
It's good to have a stash. I hear you. Let me guess, Nick. You're drinking some PBR.
Actually, I'm just doing water.
Ah.
I had to.
Oh, I guess we can let it slide.
Dieting, so there's not much beer I can drink.
That's right. That's right. You could switch to wine.
I think because the sugar's in the wine.
No, red wine is good, man.
Ooh. Well, I
It's
guess
tasty.
I'll have to buy me a bottle.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Sorry I missed you guys last week.
That's all good. It's understandable. Life does get in the way sometimes of our adventure.
Oh, it does. It does.
So, Nick, what pickups have you obtained since our last discussion?
Okay. Do you guys want me to go through all of them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, baby.
What do you want me to start with? Do you want the funny at the beginning of the...
Chronologically, let's go from the beginning.
Chronologically, so I got a steal of a deal on eBay. I won a Game Boy SP Silver.
Solid. How much?
I got it for $26, I think.
Oh, right on.
30 after the shipping. So pretty good deal because usually those are about 45 typically. And so I was like, cool. I did something naughty with it.
Uh-oh. Do tell.
I may have misplaced it on top of my vehicle and before leaving for work and forgot and drove off. And my mother-in-law found it for me. It looked all fine. Like outside the shells, actually, it looks great. But there was a pressure crack on the screen.
Oh, no. So it doesn't hold up as well as the old Nintendo consoles that have been rumored to survive house fires and 30-story drops.
No, but hey, understandable. This is. I was like, oh, maybe I lucked out there wasn't a pressure crack. I worked with phones in the back. I'm like, okay. But literally the shell is perfect. Like it looks like nothing happened to it. But opened up, pressure crack. So, yeah, lost.
Game over, man.
Well, no. If anything, actually, I put it off to the side. It's going to be a project. I'm going to tweak it to have a backlit screen. Honestly, I'll just pay the $30 for the backlit screen, put the new screen in, and get it all up and going so I have a backlit screen. So,
well, there you go.
So, yeah. Then I have technically I think AG101 is what they're typically called, but in a silver body.
Okay.
So, got
Cool.
that. That was the first one. I think after that, I picked up Mega Bomberman for the Sega Genesis.
And you got a good deal on that.
I got it for like $11, which is
not
bad. I ran for 17, I think, Matt, when we saw, right? 17, 20.
Yeah, it was in that range. It's
good.
Good deal.
It's a really good game. It's kind of like the Bomberman 1 through Super Mario Bomberman 1 through 5 for Sega, pretty much. Oh, combined in one almost. Haven't had a chance to play that. What else did I was able? So I do some volunteering, so I was able to score 2 systems as well. I got a Wii, which I'm home brewing, and then I got a PS2, which I needed because I wanted to play some old PlayStation games.
And you got a good deal on the PS2.
Nice.
PS2 I got for $5.
That's so awesome. Nice work.
And for the Wii, I got for $10.
Solid.
Not bad, man.
So I've been scoring. I'm pretty lucky right now. But
flea markets are where it's at.
Yeah, this was like pretty much there's a big, huge yard sale that where I volunteer at. That pretty much all the people just donate all the stuff. So I mean, there's a bunch of game stuff there. There was a old original Xbox there with like 4 controllers and about 30 games. Matt, I didn't see any of the games that you wanted. Sorry.
Nah, it's okay.
There was an Xbox 360 with about 40 games there. There's a PS3 there with about 10, 15 games there. And there's other Wii there for sale as well. And that was when and I was one managing that electronics area, so I was pricing everything properly. That way they get the most bang for their buck. I think that was it. I don't know if I picked up anything else. Actually, Matt, you did give me Super Mario All-Stars.
We haven't had a call since then, have we? Wow. It's been a while. So I got that for Super NES. Sega Genesis I picked up. Let's see, I think that's pretty much it for now. I saw Dreamcast the other day I told you guys about. So, also there's one for actually $40 right now at the Wyndham Bull Moose too. You need it.
No, I don't. I need a place to play my stuff first before I can actually go into there. So once we get this house settled, we'll get that. So yeah, it's been a fun journey getting some new stuff. Haven't had time, but I'm still playing mostly my mobile gaming and a lot of my 3DS still.
Nice.
Cool. What about you, Matt? It's been 2 weeks since we last talked about it.
I want to say, because it all depends. I buy everything pretty much like the first of the month. So I just I picked up...
state check-in?
Yeah, pretty much. I set a budget, and then right around, I don't know, my credit card comes up, 20th, 30th, somewhere in that range. You get the cash back, and I use that. I'm like, I'm going game shopping now. So whatever cash back money, I put it toward it. So Ocarina of Time, I have not owned that until now, so I bought that. And
nice.
I finally got a copy of Castlevania 1 for NES. And since we last talked, John, I went up to my parents this past weekend, and I think I mentioned this on one of the other episodes, that my uncle had an old Atari 5200. So I snagged that, brought that back here, started up, first try, no issues. Like every cart, it's unlike an NES where you got to fire it up and you got to dink around with the pins and make sure that the carts are cleaned. Like this thing started up first try. The cartridge, whoever designed the Atari cartridges was pretty smart. I'll give him credit. I think my favorite cartridge is the 5200. It's slick. But the downfall of this thing is the fucking controller. Like the bane of my existence of this fucking controller. So I've ripped it apart.
It always has to be something.
It is. My desk is covered in just ripped apart Atari 5200 controllers. I've got metal conductive tape. The whole place smells like rubbing alcohol because I've just tried to rip these things and clean them. Like what a pain in the ass.
Isn't it just worth buying new ones, or not new ones, but like just eBaying some other ones?
I don't want to, but I think that's what it's going to come down to. Is I'm going to have to buy a new flex circuit for it. They use like this weird flex circuit in it as opposed to like a board that you'd see in a normal controller. Mm-hmm. And they're just prone to get buildup of the gunk that's on the pad. It's got a number pad, a keypad, like a telephone. It's got these really mushy trigger buttons. It doesn't self-centered. I mean, it's kind of this like lost evolutionary path that I have this.
Talk about some first world problems. Seriously, no self-centering.
You try playing with it. Problem. When I get it working, I will have you play it, and I can't wait for you to bitch when you're playing like I don't know, what's a good game like Kangaroo,
Defender,
something that you need at the center, like Kangaroo or Popeye.
How about Joust? That one you might need to do it.
I think Joust is on the 5200. I think the big criticism of the 5200 is it was just an upgraded version of stuff that was on the 20. It was a commercial failure. It only sold about 1 million copies, but I have this like unjustified love for it. Because it never worked the entire time we were at my grandmother's, but she refused to throw everything away. So once we got the console working, my dad's buddy did some soldering, got it up and going. he brought it back. I played around with it for a little. I'm like, yes, I can't wait to get a place so I can set this up and play it. It sat in a closet for 5 years, and in that 5 years, both controllers shit the bed. Like, just by sitting there, they died. So that's my rant. I'm gonna get it working. I've got a whole plan. Nikki doesn't know it, but I've got a whole plan to put a big CRT in my office with my record player. I'm gonna move all my consoles into the office, and then life will be good.
What will Nikki do?
Good luck with that.
No, it's your office, so she won't care what, right?
All my friends are like all the Lincoln crew. They're working on her. He's like, he needs a CRT. He deserves a CRT. And she's like, no.
I mean, you can get a good CRT for cheap now too.
For free.
I really threw away a CRT.
I'm on the hunt for like a 27-inch Sony Trinitron. If I could get that, I feel like that's perfect. It'll go good in the office. It's out of the way. That's what I used to play on. That's a TV, John, that I had in my room when we lived together.
That you put through the window of the Jimmy?
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. That thing rolled. It took a corner and the whole TV like rolled and it blew out the back window of the Jimmy that I was driving. The TV was.
You guys were?
This is in Milford.
Is this when you guys on Milford? Okay, so that's TV we were playing Mega Man X on.
Yeah, we played a lot of Nintendo on that TV. None of us had a flat screen in that house, actually.
Not even Andy?
No, nobody had a flat screen. We all had old TVs.
So here's something related to gaming. Do you know Andy had a PS2?
I'd imagine he did to play like Tony Hawk.
Yep. Actually, it's Dave Mirror. You know where he got that PS2?
Where?
From you?
Yep. And I gave him, and I sold him Tony Hawk, Dave Mirror.
Demand it back. You know that PS2 I gave you? I'm gonna kind of need that.
I think it was a PS2 Slim too.
That's what I'm on the hunt for.
I just went for the regular straight PS2. It didn't matter to me because I just wanted to be able to play backwards compatible games.
Yeah.
Though, you know what's weird is I forgot that PS2 had wired controllers.
Oh yeah, you're going old school.
I was not expecting. I'm like, oh shit, wired controllers. I'm like, God, I need extenders for all these consoles.
It's crazy.
Like
some of the consoles.
The Sega has a long one. Sega actually had a pretty long one, but the Super Nintendo one is short as hell.
No, you got them in reverse.
Yeah, those are tough.
The Sega, at least the 3. I don't know if you got a 6-button or a 3-button, but the 3-button ones I have are super short.
Really? Because mine feel like they're super long.
My super ones I could stretch right across, right onto the couch, but the Sega ones I had to buy extenders for them.
I may have to get some. But yeah, no, I have a bunch of stuff. Oops.
That's why we don't have nice things.
I know.
Come on now.
I picked up some Carol habits. Carol, that's why we don't have nice things.
So yeah, no new pickups on my end here.
Expected.
Trying to do some dickering for some things on the Facebook Marketplace. I do have that modded Xbox that I don't really have a use for anymore because it's an original Xbox, and I have the 360, and I don't play any of those games really anymore. So, looking to do a swap or two, but no bites yet.
Yeah, you might not get anything. I mean,
no, I want to go back and finish up the Super Nintendo collection. You know, all the essential games. I'm missing a few, so
what you hunting for?
Looking to get those.
Yeah.
Oh, that what's that called? Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
that's like $130 easy.
Yeah, you never know. Oh, I think we are going down to Brimfield this weekend to meet up with my dad at the largest flea market in New England. So I might find some stuff down there. I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, if you find a bunch of Sega stuff, specifically, I'm looking for one game. Quackshot.
Okay. Quackshot. All right, I'll keep that in mind. You might have to text me.
Yeah. And that's going to be one of the games we're going to be playing, by the way, down the road.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I've got a doozy of a pick for John next week that he's already sampled. So you're really...
Oh,
God.
Let's
put him through the ringer.
I hate you. I'm going to put a curse on you so you go bald like tomorrow.
It's a side-scroller too, John.
Oh.
I hate it. Me and side-scrollers aren't friends, by the way.
I know. It puts you into Tourette's syndrome and it's even fun.
You got a solid month.
Okay, so Mario, there's like 5 that I can play that I'm decent at. But I'll get there, Matt. I'll beat this game just for you.
I want you to
just to prove a point.
I need you to play like either Gaiden, as it's properly pronounced. If you're an elitist, it's Gaiden. Come on, everyone needs to just shut up. Or Castlevania. I want you to play those.
Okay.
I feel like
we can do that.
I feel like the rage quitting would just be just a waterfall of rage quitting and controller throwing and meltdown. Like Ninja Gaiden especially. Like what a brutal fucking game.
Yeah, did they ever make that for regular Nintendo?
Yeah, that's what's done.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've played that. That game's hard.
The third one is just cruel. They that was when the rental market picked up. Like there was a phase where everyone said Americans are stupid. They can't play games. We're going to make them really easy compared to the Japanese ones. And then like at the tail end of the NES, they had a complete 180 and they're like, oh my God, all these Americans, they're renting games and beating them in like a single weekend. We have to make these games impossible so that they can't beat them in a weekend. And that was Ninja Gaiden 3. It is brutal.
Sounds like you thoroughly enjoy it.
Did they do something for Ninja Gaiden? Like they brought it to the 360?
They rebooted it. It was on oh Christ on a cracker. It was on the original Xbox.
Oh, okay. But isn't it like its own team too now? Ninja Gaiden, isn't it like a company team?
Oh, I don't know.
Like Dead or Alive, I thought.
Yeah, that's same group.
Yeah, they make Dead or Alive games now. They're called Ninja Gaiden. And actually, I think isn't like one of the characters, a bunch of characters in there are based off Ninja Gaiden characters.
See, I don't know much about Dead or Alive, but isn't that just an excuse to watch? Is that the volleyball game where people's boobs just bounce? Like the big draw was
like a fighting game.
What was the one with the boobs? there's a Dead or Alive something with boobs, and I remember that being a big deal.
Yeah, it was that was an actual volleyball game, but this, same content, but it's actually a fighting game. Dead or Alive 4, Dead or Alive 5, Dead or Alive 6.
Now with real physics boobs.
Oh, yes.
Blows Tekken out of the water, right?
I never liked the Tekken games.
I just remember playing in the arcade when the 3D thing was novelty, and that was pretty cool.
I don't like 3D fighters. I don't like them.
No, they're tough.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. 2D all the way, man.
Well, it's because we had so many side-scroller fighters, That's
well, the good thing is they found that out, and they kind of did away with it, and even the Mortal Kombat games now yes, you have 3D characters, but you have it's a 2D world you play on. You don't have to go back and forth or jump up and down, where you're like doing a full 360 around it. They put it back to like a 2D model. Because I actually like the new Mortal Kombat games. But we're digressing, I think.
Yeah. Well, this is a good podcast for a tangent, right? I mean, that's without tangents into the random. What good are we for?
Right.
True. You boys want to delve into it?
Oh, let's jump right in.
Okay. So we left off at dungeon number 5, but we'd like to have our boy Nick interject with his spin on things because he was the only one that got to play the DX version, which has a few more additional features of varying stupidity.
Yeah, not much. I mean, the big feature, probably the biggest feature I'd say would be the color dungeon.
Yep.
And all it is it has its own nightmare and everything. It's in the cemetery. It's a big giant, it's a big giant hard hat beetle. That's pretty much what it is.
Oh, yeah.
And the ultimate thing is you get to choose 2 different tunics. And this is where I kind of liked it because you get 2 different tunics. So I was used to that with, I think Link's Awakening did, Link's to the Past does it. And it's where you get, have different features. So I'm like, oh, okay, you get different features. I never played a DX version before this, so I'm like, oh, blue maybe gives you the ability to swim or something or breathe underwater. I did not know. I can't remember. Kind of like Ocarina of Time. So you have 2 different tunics you can get. You can get a red tunic and you get a blue tunic. The red tunic gives you a higher attack stats, so pretty much doubling up your damage. And then the blue tunic gives you pretty much a higher defense stat.
Oh, red all day. Red all day, baby.
Oh, no. I went blue all day. You're pretty much invincible. Like, literally, I have not died on any bosses at all after I got the blue tunic.
Yeah.
So I went blue. And there seems to be a consensus I've seen where people just go blue as well. Other small feature, which I haven't used at all, was the photo booth. So there's a little like a photoshops around where you take you take a picture of yourself, and it was meant at the time because it was when the Game Boy printer came out, so you can actually print off your photos you did. And there's just different ones you can use over it. But it's a pretty easy dungeon. It was actually pretty quick. I think I did it within like 10, 20 minutes at most. Like I just blew right through it. But it was a fun little side quest because I was just puttering around trying to get all the seashells and get the seashell sword before going into Dungeon 4.
Yeah. I think that the common consensus from what I've read is that the blue tunic is the way to go, Matt, against you.
Attack all day, baby. All attack.
Yeah. The reason being is that you get the seashell sword, and it's a double power-up right off the bat. So then you have best of both worlds if you get the blue tunic.
Got it.
And fun tidbit, the boss in the color dungeon, the Nightmare, has the best named ever.
What's his
Giant hard hat beetle.
His name is D-Poon.
Oh, is it?
D-Poon.
D.Poon. I don't know why. Does not make sense.
Oh, let's see.
I like the idea that this is the DX version. This is the second version with bonus content. Like, you know what? We're going to give the people what they want. Let's give them some D-Poon.
Well, if you also think about it, it's like one good on Nintendo for literally all he did was revamp a game that they already had, add one extra dungeon that was probably already in the mindset no matter what. It's probably encoding and like, okay, well, we'll give them this. And boom. Then you have that one little extra dungeon, and they made all their money back onto a game where they probably put nothing near what they needed to redo it.
Nick, the magic of color.
Right?
One guy for 2 years went through and colored every frame.
With Microsoft Paint. He was exclusively working with Microsoft Paint.
With a palette of 16 colors. I don't even know if it was that many. Also, fun tidbit, you can get a Game Boy printer for $20 off of eBay. But apparently the printer paper will run you $60 from Walmart.
Jesus fuck. That's like the printer model, like the modern day printer model. Like you can get a printer for $10, but the ink costs you $150. Like they wow.
The industry conspiracy continues, even to the Game Boy printer.
Oh my god.
I'm sure that there's other sources, but when I just typed in Game Boy printer, it pulled up, oh yeah, $20 on eBay. Perfect. That's cool if you want that. But then if to print anything, you're going to drop another $60.
I would have bought that for this podcast. If I had the color version to discuss that. No, I ain't paying $60 for paper. Is it just regular paper, like stuff that accountants use and the little...
Yeah, I think it's from the old adding machines. I think it's that stuff. So it's probably more common, but we might be into the printer, the photo paper with the glossy stuff.
Yeah, is it?
But even if it's that stuff, I sell that stuff for some of the machines I sell at my work for like $25 a roll. No, $25 for like a case of, I think it's 5 rolls. Shit, I'm gonna start ordering that stuff for myself and selling it on eBay.
The next time we all get together, the only photos we can take are with a Game Boy printer.
That's awesome. No more selfies. Nothing but Game Boy. That's it. I like to make
half a megapixel each.
I like to put Nikki on that plan. Like, no more filters, no more Snapchat. Game Boy. That's it. You get nothing
Game Boy
else.
filters. That's all you have to use. You have to use Game Boy filters.
4 colors.
You upload it to Facebook, and you can see every pixel.
Oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. It's brilliant.
Oh, God, Matt.
That's brilliant.
She would murder you.
I'm surprised she hasn't already.
I mean, I'm going to get my CRT before she murders me. I mean, she'll probably kill me with the TV. One of those things that they pick them up, throw the TV at the person, they're dead, crush their head with it.
I can see her getting some rage strength to do that.
Lift a car, throw a car at me.
Question. Are me and Johnny will to receive your game collection then?
Well, I don't know. I haven't drafted it up, and I clearly have to leave Charlotte some, because I can't have her growing up a shitty person without any gaming cred. But I know that John and I have an agreement where if I die, he gets Ninja Gaiden Trilogy for Super Nintendo, and if he dies, I get his Mega Man X2. We've had this long-standing thing, and if he breaks on this, I'm really gonna be mad at him because
Can I alter? I don't think I agreed to that.
You did, you son of a bitch. You agreed to that back when we were in college.
I want your Mario Kart.
Wait, you're going to give me Mega Man X2 for Mario Kart? Deal.
Hold on.
Deal. Deal all day. Deal all day. I'll give you 2 Mario Karts for that.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I just dug myself a hole.
That's a binding contract. There was consent.
Well, I fucking hate Ninja Gaiden, so there we go.
You don't hate it yet, my friend. You will.
Yeah.
All right, so apparently I need to crack a deal with both you guys.
I mean, you could trade rape John all day.
I mean, I have...
You do owe me a couple trade rapes because of fantasy football.
I know. At this current moment, actually, you just owe me shit. Just put it in my pocket and just leave it there.
I will trade you this copy of Tetris on the NES for your stadium events. Okay, that sounds awesome, guys.
No. I don't know. I think I still want to try to collect every version of the Game Boy. I think that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Quake?
Game Boy. Oh, Game Boy.
Oh.
So I need to get John's brick if he ever finds it.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know who has that.
That should be a long-running series.
My cousin.
That should be a long-running series on this podcast of where is John's game? And we pick a game that we think John had at one point. And then we're like, where is it? And then we go out and investigate, like investigative journalism. Like we track it down. Like this Game Boy brick, it's in San Francisco right now with this person John talked to once back in Corinth.
God. I saw it once.
Yeah.
I saw it once. So
it's like big.
If my cousin doesn't have it, then it's lost, along with my Zelda. So that sucks.
Yeah, you had to rebuy
son of a bitch.
You?
Yeah, I'm going to have to rebuy that one. Although, I don't like playing on the brick Game Boy, or even the Game Boy Color, because the lighting is god-awful. So
you will have no lighting.
Mind going to a DS.
No lighting to see Catfish Maw in all its glory.
Dude, you know what you should do? If you were going to just mod the Game Boy Color, like there's a mod. It's actually cheaper to mod the Game Boy Color than it's cheaper to mod the newer Game Boys.
I'll find one somewhere for sale, I'm sure.
Game Boy Advance. You get the original Game Boy Advance and do the backlit mod on it. Then you have that sexy Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, you have such a hard on thing.
I literally am at 12 all the time. No, never go soft for the Game Boy Advance.
No, you're just straight up freaking teenage morning boner.
I think at this point it's a priapism. This thing's stuck upright for it.
Yeah.
Gonna want to see somebody about that.
It just is what it is.
Just don't go sticking it in the catfish's maw.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the wrong smelling of fish you want to put it in.
Oh baby.
You went there.
I'm not editing this out. We're talking about putting it in catfishes. This is what the people come to hear.
Using your worm to catch a catfish.
Yeah, taking noodling to a whole other level.
Catfish Maw, though, was a fairly... I think one thing I noticed with this game is majority of the dungeons aren't that hard. Like, they're pretty tit. It's more or less just like, okay, where do I go now? Okay, where do I go now? Okay, I go here. Okay, I have to travel across some... Like, what is it? You have to go to the fucking desert. Pardon my French, but you have to go to the desert to get one key to do the other... get to the dungeon that's all the way across the screen.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, the Angler's Tunnel.
Yeah.
It's a lot of tracking down things. And in the Catfish Maw dungeon, I thought this was the hardest one yet, just because you had to backtrack a lot.
Yeah,
and
you do a lot of backtrack.
It was the biggest one. I like the several stage mini boss. He was kind of stupid. So you fought him, but he was no challenge at all. And I did not do the second mini boss on this one though. The Gomas.
You skipped them?
I didn't have the bow yet. I didn't bother buying that. I was
cheap
busting
fucker.
right through this.
Am I the only one that legit stole it?
Yeah.
Yeah, thief
Fine.
dick.
Yeah, I'm a thief. So what about it?
Did you go back in and get zapped, or you were like, nope, peace?
No, I got zapped. And I stole more stuff.
Look at you, not learning your lesson.
I'm already going to be called a thief through the whole fucking game, so why do I care? I'm going to steal everything.
So Nick, you haven't heard this, but on the last one, we decided that the guy who runs the store looks like Masuka in Dexter.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, John pieced that together because he's got that furrowed brow. So you're stealing from Masuka, probably the best character on Dexter. That's not true.
No,
Batista.
So I think he looks also like or he's at least in reference to the shopkeeper in Majora's Mask.
Well, how would it reference in the future? Majora's Mask came out after this.
I think, well, maybe Majora's Mask. I mean, reference.
Oh, copied it.
Yeah.
Yeah, other way around. So what do you guys think? 1 to 10. 10 being difficult on this dungeon.
Solid. Maybe 6.
Yep.
I'd give it a 6 just because I got lost. I think this is one, if I remember right, I got lost.
I had a 7 just because I got backtracked so much.
What did we get out of this one? I can't remember what was the item we got out of the catfish.
It was the hook shot, which is very cool.
Oh yeah.
It allowed you to pull those ladders and those platforms down and everything.
It's also probably one of the best weapons, I think.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, this one's nasty because it goes the whole way across the screen. The other one in Link to the Past did not do that.
No.
So this one was dirty. I put it at a 7 because the fucking slime eel boss, the nightmare, was awful. He tossed my salad hard.
Didn't use jelly.
Nope. Nope. Just he was the one that came through the walls and had the tentacle.
Oh, he was simple.
Things smacking you.
I beat him like in a couple minutes.
Why don't you, Mr. Fucking Incredible?
Oh, it wasn't John. You just suck at games.
Here you are bitching about 2D games, and now you can't beat an overhead game.
I could beat the overhead game.
I want to know what the John game is.
In due time.
What is the... If I had a quintessential John game, what is it?
For... You mean ones that I like?
Wrong. The answer is Solitaire.
Piss me off.
The answer is Solitaire.
Minesweep.
No, it's too tough, dude. Is there an easy mode?
Minesweeper, yeah. Yeah, no, I can't do Minesweeper.
I can't bitch at you too much. I died on Slime Eel. The friggin' thing was a pain in the ass.
Yep.
I got cocky with it. I kept running around the room. Like, I'll get you over here in the corner. And then he disappears and he runs the other way and his tail bashes me. It's like, oh, you son of a bitch. I don't know why I didn't catch on. Just stay still. Get around the tail. He'll eventually come to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't yank it and then hit it enough. Yeah.
I
couldn't do that.
Can't yank it and hit it enough.
Can't yank it and hit it.
So,
no, it's all tender.
Let's side stuff real quickly. So I'm looking at like how much it costs for the screen for the Game Boy Advance. It'd be $60 for the screen. So if you wanted to mod the Game Boy Advance to have a backlit screen, it'd be $60.
You gotta have a ribbon cable too. There's a cable you have to have. I was reading about it because I'm gonna do it. It's just a matter of when Nikki allows me to spend the money. But
yeah, it's so you had to pay $60 for that. This is one website. I think you can get for like $30. I found it on Alibaba for $30. Then the ribbon is like $7.
Yep. Gotta
It
do
won't be
it.
that hard to do it. It won't be that hard though.
Oh, it's those original GBAs. They're beautiful.
Simmer down now.
I'm gonna need to go in another room and come back.
Oh god. Matt's gonna take out his seashell sword and shoot his beams across the room.
Got my beam sword
We'll
out.
just show him pictures. We'll just show him pictures of the Nintendo 64 controller to calm him down.
That's just
Matt,
that's-
that's
There you
like
go.
the best controller ever.
What are you
Yeah.
on? You're on the Brazilian zombie drug. You're on Flacca.
Take a walk, Sega boy.
You guys hate on Sega just because it's such a great console.
That's why it's still a good company.
Ooh, it's a company that's still surviving still.
Yeah,
Still makes a bunch of games. So
getting there.
suck on that.
Suck on that.
We'll see. So when did you guys get the seashell sword?
Right after
What point?
Catfish Maw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Same.
And John, I'm reading through your notes. I did the same stupid thing you did.
Missed out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why do you get
Missed
the
out
freebies?
what?
How do you get the freebie shells?
You have to hit it at. You have to go in when you have 5 shells, and it gives you a bonus 6. And then when you have 10, you go in, and it gives you an 11th.
Yeah, I
for
missed out
free.
on those too.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
So I was like, oh, I need 2 more. So I literally went in. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get my free fucking shells. I'm like, what? No free shells? Come back when you want. So I'm like, oh, fuck you. So I got my last 2 shells were, I think, in the mountain.
Yeah.
That's where I had to end up going up in the mountain because there's 26, and I was like, and I couldn't
Yeah, and you
remember
only
which
need
ones I
20.
already hit. And I'm like, okay, well, I know I haven't hit up here, so I got the one up there. Then I got one. I think I found one randomly. Oh, I got one in where the bouncing fucking knights are. Got one in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. And the South Face Shrine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we do that at this point in time as well. But before that, I got the scale to the statue, and she gives you the magnifying glass.
Yep, got that.
And then, you take that down to the beach, and you find that little dude that you couldn't see before, and he gives you the shit record 9000, the boomerang.
That thing's
I have to get
nasty.
that. I actually haven't got that yet.
You didn't get the boomerang? Oh,
it's-
I
man.
haven't finished the game yet.
Oh, hurry up.
Yeah.
I have 2 dungeons
Life.
to go. Like I beat Catfish Maw, and then just like last couple nights, the kid has been waking up, and I've been like, it's 11 o'clock. I know the kid's gonna probably wake up in 2 hours. Let me try to get some sleep, then I put her back down. So it's like, and I don't want to take it to work because I don't want to be the guy that's like that 32-year-old guy playing his Game Boy at work. Like, son of a bitch.
I debated doing that. I debated bringing it to lunch. And I'm like, no.
Like, I could probably get away with it because it's very lax. Like, legit, we have a room that has a Wii in it with a big 55-inch screen TV.
Oh, see, we'd never. That wouldn't fly. We're a financial institution. You don't play Game Boy there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us are geeks. We actually have... I'll have to show you guys sometime. Like, if you come down to my house, I'll bring my work laptop. We have so many, like, programs and stuff like that where we have a geeks thing where we talk about video games and board games all day.
Well, there.
Cool. Yeah. So this...
Hey, John.
This boomerang...
John,
What's up?
did you read about what happened with the mermaid in the Japanese translation? Did you read about that?
Ooh,
Doesn't she call you a pervert?
Yeah. I want to say you don't get a scale from her. You get like her bra or something like that. And she,
Yeah, the seashell bra.
when you swim
Ooh,
underneath
dirty.
her to go look, she calls you a pervert.
Well, there's a little bit of voyeurism in the culture sometimes.
Yeah, we get all the cool stuff taken out of our games. Like let Link be a pervert.
Hey, at least I'm
Yeah.
a thief.
Not a pervert.
Change your name to pervert.
I just like how Marion calls me, "Hey, thief, how you doing, thief? What's up, thief?" I'm like,
It's not even it's not even a casual thief either. Isn't it all caps? Like, thief!
It is.
Yeah.
And yet they still expect me to do shit for them.
It's very deliberate and offensive. They want you to know. They're trying to teach you a lesson here, but fell on deaf ears apparently.
I stole my bombs. You
stole bombs, dude. Those are like 10 rubies. What are you doing?
I stole arrows. I have a max amount of money right now, and I steal everything still.
Fucking
That's just greedy.
Masuka's sitting there working hard, trying to pay for his kid's college, and you're stealing all his fucking shit. Pay the man.
Get back into the other side, Masuka.
Get behind the counter. Can I ask you a question too? Here's a question. If he has the power, like let's say you're fully maxed out, all right? You've got the tunic, you've got the seashell sword, you've got the boomerang, you've got everything. But if you steal from him, he still fries your ass. Why not send that lazy fuck up to fight the windfish? Why do you have to go do it? He's more powerful than you are.
You know what? You know what you should do? You should just take screenshots of that and make a little webcomic. Hey, wait, before you, zap me, why the fuck are you not fighting this windfish?
Yeah. He's got friggin' Jedi lightning powers. Just go up there.
He's dark side, major dark side.
Yeah.
I think he's just lazy. He's like, fuck it. I did when I was younger. I'm too old for this shit. He's got the Murtaugh syndrome.
Well, also, do they even want that to happen? Because aren't they all stuck in this dream paradox where if he kills the windfish, then he stops existing?
Suicidal Murtaugh? Not Murtaugh, right?
Masuka.
Well, but they don't even know that they're in it there. All they know there's a windfish.
Yeah.
Legit, they technically don't know that they're nothing.
A couple of them have alluded to it, though. A couple of the characters might know.
Oh, yeah,
the owl knows.
The owl knows.
But the owl knows everything in every damn Zelda game.
The owl is actually a windfish.
Is it now?
It's a conscious of the windfish.
This is
so he wants you to kill him?
I don't think you kill the windfish. I think you let him out of the egg, right?
You get him out of the egg and you wake him up.
Oh, you wake him? Oh, yeah, that's right, you wake him. But you kill his nightmare? Like he's being haunted or something?
Well, that's why all the evils are called nightmares and not like, I don't know what else we call dungeon bosses.
I just like how they give you an orchestra for fucking prizes in this.
You're one guy and you have to play them all. You're like one man bands. The guy marking around. He's like with the drums and the cymbals.
Ooh, pepperoni. Oh, you the pepperoni guy? No one.
What?
Nope.
The pepperoni guy.
The fuck's
that? My pepperoni. And he's talking about pepperoni.
What?
Come on. Okay,
where the hell did you get that one from, man?
There's a guy that has a drum on his back with a cymbal, and he has it, and he's playing a kazoo and everything. Or
what commercial is it?
A pepperona.
Are you singing My Sharona?
Pepperona.
I think you're confusing this with My Sharona.
It's to the tune of My Sharona, but it's My Pepperona.
I've never seen that ad.
Oh, fucking YouTube it. YouTube it now.
What is this?
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, you guys.
All right. I'm going to get back on track.
Sure try.
Yeah. So the boomerang, I think it's the best item in all of Zelda.
Would you say this Zelda or all?
All of them.
So you think
all of them.
that
There is no other item in any Zelda game that I've played. I haven't played Breath of the Wild yet that has the power of this one.
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
You can kill the final boss in one hit with this thing. I mean, what the fuck?
No, in
what's the point?
Link's Awakening, not Awakening, but in Link to the Past, don't you have like two versions of the boomerang?
Yeah, and neither touch this.
No, they freeze the enemy. The first one's real short and stupid, and the second one has like sprinkle dust that follows it, and it goes for longer, and it freezes them for a little longer, but that's it. You can't insta kill. Can't golden gun them. Yeah. So I figured that once you get this, the game's way easier. Except for some of the puzzles. The sign maze, for instance, I messed up on
Fuck that
a couple times. Just guessing. And then the frog song was kind of funny.
What?
They made full use of the MIDI platform on that shit.
What is Wart doing in this game? Like, isn't he like the forgotten, the Mario 2 boss? Like, get this frog.
Yeah.
All right.
That's another incorporation of the Mario world.
I'm gonna crack one open.
Well, they also have a corporation of a couple other things too. They have, I think, Kirby in there too.
Yeah,
they do. Yeah,
Kirby's a bad guy.
In an upcoming dungeon, they have a Kirby.
Fucking Kirby.
He is not nearly as good
like
as
reverse Kirby or something like that.
True Kirby. Yeah. So next up, after we learn the frog song, we go to the South Face Shrine, which was kind of easy. You just fight the big Armos Knight in the end, and you get the key. He tries to stomp you. Yeah. You jump, move around, piece of cake.
Yeah.
So that wasn't bad. Then you get the key for that. And you got to jump into the North Face Shrine, I think it is. Right?
I lost my
Come up on that one.
I lost my notes on this.
Yeah.
Get those notes, yo.
Oh, I got tons of notes, and it's all covered in Atari guts.
Uh-oh.
Hold on one second, please. Okay.
So yeah, I thought this dungeon wasn't bad, except for the fucking knight chess pieces that you got to toss around.
Yeah, those are that's a fun one.
Did you have any strategy? Did anything work for you
kept throwing
on those? Like if you, yeah, me too. I was like trying to stand in one spot or up against the wall or throw them at the same spot.
Well, there's no real gauge because you also had to do that in one level where you had to throw a friggin' enemy that turns into a ball into those things. And there's no real gauge of how far you throw.
No, but sometimes consistency in games works, but not this one.
Mm-hmm.
I gave this dungeon like a 4.
Yeah, I
didn't think it was that hard.
It was weak sauce.
I didn't like the level 2 power bracelet. It was a boring item. You just pick up those giant horse statues. Kind of lame.
Yeah.
I like the mini boss, the fucking boxer. That was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He got all up in your business.
Nick, you haven't made it this far, right? You haven't seen all this. So
I played this. I beat this game like years ago, the original. So it's been a while since I've actually gotten to play it.
Yeah, he wasn't bad. It was a good fight. He was harder than the boss. The boss in this one is called Facade. And he was a bunch of stupid tiles in the floor. And you just slash him a bunch of times and he's dead.
I bombed him.
I think.
Did you bomb him at all?
Yeah.
I bombed him. That seemed to be the way to go.
That's the way to do it if he freezes up or something. I was a piece of cake, so I didn't really pay all that much attention to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you guys think? I say 4.
Yeah, 4 at most. It was pretty weak.
I mean, I'm sure it's going to probably be fairly weak if you guys are saying it.
Yeah.
And the fact that I also have the blue tunic, so it's probably going to be tit job for me.
Yeah, you don't take much damage in this dungeon either. So
Nick gives it a 2. John gives it a 6.
Everything's easy for me because I got the blue tunic now.
I got a broken Game Boy, and I'm going to crush this thing.
I
can only see 1/4 of the screen.
Matt, when you get your Game Boy Advance and you get it modded, I'm going to step on it.
I will cry. Oh my god, this lifelong modded Game Boy boner of mine is just gonna go whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah.
Actually, I'll do this one better. I'm gonna give it to your daughter.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I gotta train her right.
Give it to your daughter and teach her how to throw.
Oh, she already throws shit. Oh my god, it's awful. All my consoles are locked up. Not locked up. I've got them like rope. The doors are rope tied shut, so she can't actually get into it. One of these days, she's gonna be dragging all these consoles by the controllers across the floor. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
She's playing, man.
Yeah, I mean, they're built to take a beating, but I just still, it's like, oh no.
They've held up for a long time. They don't need any more abuse.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, that'll be tough. So next up, after this, we get my favorite addition to this game is the flying rooster.
The Pepperino, or whatever the hell the guy's name, the Pepperino?
Yeah. So I was disappointed with this because you don't get to do hardly anything at all. You have to fly over a couple things, and then you drop them off at birdie daycare, and that's it. Like, you're done. But I thought it was cool, and apparently you can throw the boomerang and pick the chicken rooster up and just fly around, and the boomerang hovers underneath you as your death blade.
Yeah.
And just kills everything. So, that's the game hack right there of the century.
This game had a lot of weird quirks like that. I think it was cool how you could swap out the items, so you could do the bomb arrows, or I can't remember the other ones, but there's a couple of things you could do in this that were really cool like that.
Bomb arrows, I think you could do it with a boomerang too, I thought.
I don't know.
I'm
not sure.
Let's take a look.
What did you guys think of the tower level on this one? I don't think we had any more side quests. But yeah, the tower was probably my favorite dungeon. It was the most challenging. I didn't quite get it as a kid with the whole pillars and, chucking that big old orb at them.
I had issues on this one.
This was a tough one.
It wasn't like hard, I just kept fucking up. That's really what it came down to. It's like I kept picking up the ball to throw it at the tower, and it bounced off the tower and fall down the hole. I'm like, oh, fuck me. So then I'd backtrack.
You gotta go backtrack.
My challenge with these games, and it's any game like this, or any open world game that requires you to know directions, I am so fucking directionally challenged. Like, if I don't have a GPS on me, I can't leave my house with like falling flat on my ass. So trying to get around Zelda, trying to find with a ball and backtrack, it's like, oh, fuck me. I struggled on this one. It was rough.
Yep.
I think I texted you guys that too. I was like, oh man, this isn't going well.
Nope. You are definitely super French. Get lost in the circle.
Yeah.
I liked it. What was the mini boss in this one?
I'll let you guys know once I actually have the chance to play it.
Yeah. Oh, there was Kirby. Kirby makes his appearance in this one, the anti-Kirby.
Yeah.
Couple hits. I think one with the boomerang, he's toast. Who is the mini boss? Is it those stupid... No?
I don't know, John. You're going full robot on me.
Uh-oh. Am I better now?
Someone's on my internet watching porn.
Don't do it. Can you hear me now?
Ah,
Yes.
I can hear you.
Cool. So the Grim Creeper is the mini boss in this dungeon, and he was utterly stupid as well.
Ugh.
I think, right? Am I missing somebody here? No, I'm not. No, the Grim Creeper is the mini boss. And all he does is throw his little bats at you that you just swat at, and they're done. So yeah, this was a piece of cake, but it gives you false hope for the boss fight, which was challenging, I think. He blew me off the edge several times. What about you guys?
Yeah, I kept getting wiped out. Every time I tried to get up there, I'd get wiped out.
Now, is that fall off to your death, or is it fall off kind of like in Link's Awakening, where it puts you onto another level and you have to climb back up the tower and get back up?
He blows you off the tower down to the door. But But it was tough because you'd have to go over to the edge real close and immediately like put your shield up to stop it. And it would you'd get to like just on the edge if you did it correctly. Otherwise, you're fucked. But the item in this one was the mirror shield, I think, right? That was pretty cool. Deflects everything else that you can't before, and lets you win this boss fight. But this one was tough.
Shield?
Yeah, I'd say this was the difficult one of the game for me. Hardest boss fight, just because it took me the longest. I wasn't dying or anything, especially because you could go back in, and I didn't know if you guys knew this, but those fire orbs that rotate around the screen, around items and the walls, if you hit those with a boomerang, they give you a fairy.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah, so you just go back in, stock up, try it again. So probably took me 2 or 3 times doing that to kill the evil eagle.
Do you feel like there's something missing in this game, though? Like, it might be an item that was missing in this game?
I don't know. I don't think so. What about you?
Like, I think I don't know why, but I think they should have made the bracelet just be like the flippers. It should be just a item that's already there.
Yeah, but how would you use it?
Yeah.
How would you use it? That's the thing, is they've only got 2 buttons to work with.
That's true.
Yeah, they were limited with that, but I agree.
Well,
it's like Link to the Past.
They probably could have code it if you're next to an item that is liftable. If you press this button, it'll lift instead of shooting.
I mean, that would be really tough. They didn't have the technology to stop the message every time you ran into shit. Oh, you might need to lift this. I think you need a bracelet.
Every time. That drove me nuts. That was probably my biggest pet peeve of this game, was that you couldn't shut those damn messages off once you got something.
Yeah, this could be a crystal. Maybe you could run through it. I don't know.
Yeah. I've already done it 50 times. But thanks.
I do like the Pegasus boots. Those are fun.
Yeah. Yeah, Pegasus boots. And
I think something that was kind of ingenious with this game is the fact that they did with a jump where you did have those like pseudo side scrolling moments where you can actually jump on Goombas or jump on
the Mario dungeons. Yeah.
Those are fun. I kind of like how this game is the weird one of the bunch. I don't know. I like the little side-scrolling things.
Yeah. The side-scrolling areas in our next dungeon were kind of tricky. But overall, I'd say Eagle's Tower, I'd give it a 6. The boss fight might make it a 7 for me from 1 to 10 difficulty. What about you?
I give it a 6 for normal people and a 12 for me on the night I played it.
I'll be tempting it.
Got that brain fog going strong. So I don't know what comes in between this. I don't think there's anything. You just hop over to Turtle Rock, right?
Well, you could, but there's also something over in the woods a little bit. Or above the woods, there's a little tavern where you can use their mirror shield to block off and get, I think, a piece of heart.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I think, don't you have to go that way to get up to Turtle Rock?
You do.
Yeah,
yeah, because that thing's spitting fire at you, and you gotta push through it. But yeah, there's a couple little caves you can explore here, ancillary. But one of them is to get more bombs. I know it's more bombs, more arrows, and more magic powder. So there's one of those little gremlins.
I love that guy.
Hey, asshole! I'm going to help you. Yeah.
I will curse you by making your life easier.
Yeah, you're going to walk around with all that shit in your pockets. It's like, gee, thanks, mister.
Yeah. You're fucked now. I just picture him like someone who came from Mattawamkeag. That's in my mind. Like, you got a bunch of shit now.
I want them to do like a lip dub with a Jim Henson puppet for that thing or something.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God.
So next up, the last dungeon, we have the Turtle Rock, which was fucking long.
Yeah.
And Matt, you must have got lost pretty hard on this one. This one was a serious backtracker.
Yeah, I think at this point I pulled out a guide. I'll be honest with you. After Eagle Tower, I got some PTSD. I didn't know where I was or what I was doing. So when I started the next one, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need some help to make sure I don't go the wrong way.
Oh yeah, if I got even remotely stuck on any of these, I'd consult the guide, and I will tout up ZeldaDungeon.net. This site curator did a fantastic job.
Yep.
Pictures and everything.
That was my go-to.
So,
do you guys remember back in the day when you had to go to, read about a walkthrough on a game and there were no pictures? We made do. They were like all text files. Like what a dark and awful time that was.
Yeah, like what was it? It was GameFAQs.com or something?
Yeah, GameFAQs.
Yep. Unless you were cool and got Nintendo Power.
I did actually have Nintendo Power. I used to have a whole shitload of them all.
What was that?
Somebody's unleashing the Zerg.
Sorry, I shut the back door because there's a bunch of cars about to drive by. It's a slider. It needs to be greased up.
Yes, it does.
What's that movie with like the creepy kids and they all go ah? Like the demonic kids that all scream. What horror movie is that? Or all of them?
Is that Amityville Horror?
Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. That's what Nick has in his house.
Wait, which one did we decide? Village of Damn or?
I don't think it's Amityville.
No, with Amityville, they all just get green eyes and like stare, don't they?
They're all like albino kids. So when watching it made me kind of be scared of albino people. People that have albino.
You weren't already? That's terrible. We lost the one albino person that we had that was ever going to listen to this. He's like, no, I'm out.
We're done.
Hey, I didn't say I like it, but as a kid, I was scared because watching that movie. My mom made me watch horror movies from the age of 5 and up. Because she wasn't like, hey, you know what? Maybe
this is why you have a tortured brain.
So tortured.
Your generation's a bunch
Is this why... Did you watch a movie about bats, and this is why you think that all bats have rabies now?
Oh my god, that's you too, Nick? You're like that? Jesus.
No. I made that.
You told us that. No. Legit told us that.
I did that because Nikki was bitching one night that Matt had to catch it because of rabies and they had to leave the house. I'm like, Matt, be careful. The other creature, because the way you had the other creature here thing, it might have rabies, Matt. It might have rabies.
Oh my god.
See... You're so blunt sometimes on Messenger, I can't tell when you're kidding. You're just like, oh, bats have rabies. And I'm like, oh, shit, no, they don't.
Not the rabies thing. Oh, my God. I wish I would have gotten rabies during that whole endeavor.
I'd follow you around with a video camera if you had rabies.
Just frothing. All right. Turtle Rock. Is this the one that had the little push blocks that you covered up the floor? You had to cover up all the floor with the little push blocks. Is this the one?
Those were tough. Yeah. The D-pad was not my friend on this one because I was using the classic controller on the Wii, and it would not cooperate for me.
John, how did you get a Game Boy game to play on the Wii? You must have had some incredible soldering skills to get the Game Boy player to work on a Wii.
Yeah, man, I'm a wizard. I'm Tony Stark. Made it in a cave. So yeah, this one was Tony Stark's Down syndrome brother.
Tim Stark.
Tim Stark. You have to fight all of most of the previous mini bosses at least. The dungeon's fucking. It reminds me of Castlevania 64, the one Castlevania that I played. When you go into the castle, that's where this dungeon is. It's so long and crazy. It just never ends. Has tons of those side scrollers. You do get a cool item in this one, though. You get the fire rod. Fuck some shit up. And there's no magic meter, so you don't have to worry about that. It's infinite flame. You just torch bitches all day.
I do like those when they did give you the magic rods.
Yep. And, who was the boss on this one?
On the turtle one?
Yeah.
shit. Who was the boss?
Oh, it was that. No, that wasn't it. Was it the flame? It was the.
Oh, it was a fire guy.
The hothead.
Yeah, he's the guy that keeps
Hothead.
jumping out, and you have to hit him with a. Why do you have to hit him with a fire rod? Why does that?
Fight fire with
I
fire.
don't get that.
I have no idea. Me neither. That's where the euphemism came from. Was this game?
Fight fire with fire.
He was easier than the damn gomas. Or no, not the gomas. What are those things called that eat bombs?
I thought
Remember that you had to go up on.
Oh, the like they look like little bomb, like
Slugs.
slugs, but they just have like it's a bit like a with a big mouth and just eats them. You have to keep on blowing off.
Yeah.
And you had to throw them from the ledge, and they would just pivot at the last second. They would just turn away from the bomb, and you're like, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
those guys sucked. That took me a few minutes. Oh, those are called Dodongo snakes.
No,
Dodongo.
Oh, is it because the Dodongos from the mountain?
Possibly.
I think that's what they're called. Right? Was it what they're called in the mount? What is it?
Dodongos. Yeah.
What's that mountain called? Mount Doom or something? Mount Doom? I can't remember what it's called.
Smeagol shows up.
Smeagol. Yep.
So yeah, this dungeon was an 8. It was confusing as fuck. Super long. All the damn little mini boss fights again. The boss itself, super easy. I did not have a problem. You just blast him with that fire rod, and then he's toast. Like,
I give it a 2 with a guide. A 2. It was very easy to get through with a guide. Thank you, Zelda Dungeon. Is it .net.com? I don't know. Either or. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I
see it.
I would have struggled with this one. So I'm glad I had my meltdown on Eagle Tower because this one would have caused problems.
Yeah, you get through it pretty smooth. And with our time crunch, we're super busy, 30-year-old. I think the guide is a solid play. Allows us to do the whole playthrough because I would have still been on Dungeon 5. What with the 30 minutes to an hour I got at a time to play this.
Yeah, I think guides are. I'll be honest. In order to get because the thing is, the game plan is to have a game done every 2 weeks. And some of these games take some time. Not that we're going to be able to beat every game, but at least have enough knowledge of the game to talk about it. Like, I would never be cruel enough to say, John, you need to beat Ninja Gaiden 1. Like, that's just, you need to do that.
Well, think about how all the guide was. I mean, especially nowadays. I mean, it's just like you said, reading the old text ones that we had, or if at the time also when these games came out initially, these games came out when every one of our friends were playing them. So it's like, okay, I'm getting stuck at this point. You'd ask your friend, hey man, did you figure out how to do this? And either, like John said, it might be a friend with a Nintendo Power, like, yeah, just do this, dude.
Yeah, man.
Nintendo Power.
Let me borrow that and copy it in study hall. I
miss Nintendo Power. If they brought that back, I'd subscribe.
You can actually download all of them on the PDF ones on and high quality PDFs online.
So, there was a point. There was a point where I was going to go back because I was feeling nostalgic, and I was going to rebuy all the ones I had as a kid. And I could have got the whole thing for $30. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I looked recently; they're not cheap. And for some collector to find out, I'll be honest, this was back in the 90s. There's a couple Nintendo Power magazines. I ripped the pages out and put the pictures in the Nintendo Power on Pogs because I wanted Nintendo Pogs. That was, 90s as fuck. Yeah, I destroyed these collector's items to make Pogs.
I'm terrible.
Wow. So Turtle Rock. Was there anything after this, or just the Windfish?
Windfish.
No, that's it. You beat this. You beat the turtle, and then you just march on over and play all your fucking orchestra for the egg.
What's the guy's? What's the guy's name again? Nick, the Pepperino. Who's the
Pepperoni? The my pepperoni guy.
Yeah.
Fucking hate you guys.
You're gonna have to link the YouTube video when you post this.
We're gonna need
hey, this is what he's talking about.
We're gonna need a show notes page and nothing in the show notes page, but just a GIF of your pepperoni guy going.
I'm gonna send in the chat right now too. By the way,
don't, you'll freeze my internet.
It's compromised my 5 megabytes per second.
That's right, fuckers. I'm on 100 right now.
Aren't you special?
Nick killed the podcast.
So there is a thing that you got to do before you get to the egg is you got to go to the library and read that book that is the dirty book where it asks you, are you sure you want to read this? Because it sounds ominous.
I already read it.
And then it'll tell you what direction you have to go in. And this direction changes. Like reading the guide and then doing it in the game, it was 2 different ways. So there's a maze when you get into the egg, and it's like 5 directions you got to take. And it's all pitch black, so then at the end, you think you got it right, you just fall down a hole. And then you got to fight the big nightmare. And honestly, this was easier than fighting the Death Eagle.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, the eagle was never gonna kill you, but this guy was he wasn't bad. He wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
He had a couple forms. Like there was a couple ones that it looks like they stole from Link to the Past. I mean, there's a lot they stole from Link to the Past.
Wasn't this supposed to be just a port over or something?
Yeah, originally, and then they made it into its own thing. So I mean, he had a couple forms that were like Agnem or whatever the guy's name is. That was one. Of
the wizard that you fight in the light world. He throws the little balls at you, and you got to smack him back.
Yep, and then the snake, the caterpillar looking thing.
Yeah, you got to hit it on the tail. That was also the first dungeon boss. Those are called Moldorms, actually. I think.
Yeah, those are like a first dungeon boss on the Links to the Past too.
Oh, and he turns into a Ganon too. He has the Ganon form.
He does.
He's the pig, and he swings the staff. All right, it's coming back to me.
Yeah, throws the fire bats around. And then his last form is called Death Eye, and apparently it's spelled Deathel, and because they ran out of room, so it's just DETH with a capital I.
Death Eye.
And that's it. Death Eye.
There, I linked you guys.
Oh boy.
So after this, you guys have to watch it.
Will do.
That way you don't think I'm so fucking nuts. Like Nick's making up fucking shit. He's high on fucking crack right now.
He's deep into the crack with his 1-man band.
So all you had to do on this boss was hit it with a boomerang when its eyes open, and that's it. And he's done.
And peace. Lights out.
That's it. Yep. And then you go up and you go to this cosmic platform, and the windfish and all its bougie glory appears in front of you.
By the way, it's not a windfish. Look at it. It's a fucking whale with wings.
Yeah. So I named it something else.
It's a wind whale.
What did I name that thing? Wind whale.
I don't know if I'd say it's bougie, but it definitely is fabulous. Let's just say I think it's a fabulous.
Well, he has some, and in college dorm rooms, those tapestries that everybody hangs on the walls.
You mean the hippies?
he looks like he's wearing a couple of those guys. I'm just saying.
So it's he was out of laundry that day, so he decided to wrap himself in about 4 of the pot-soaked tapestries he's got hung up in his dorm room.
Precisely.
Grateful Dead, man.
Well, let's be honest.
All the way.
What would say that this is not like just a pot-smoked dream from one of the creators?
Oh yeah, John talked about that in the last episode on whatever drugs they had. Japan had the best drugs.
He was dreaming, I think, when he came up with half of this shit. So that's what inspired the whole "it's a dream."
Hey, John, can I get you to do us all a favor, though?
What's that?
For the benefit of this podcast, can you give us our best impression of the windfish? Like, what does the windfish sound like?
Oh man, oh dude, I don't think my voice register goes that high. But like I can't. Something like that. It sounds like if you took E.T. when E.T. was on his deathbed and just jacked him full of helium and put him on acid. That's what this thing would sound like.
Elliot.
I have the mental image
the
of
weirdest noise.
someone just putting just getting a friggin' dying ET high as fuck. That's what I have in my mind.
So my name for this was the whale condor.
Oh, that's great. I like that.
That sound, man. It's a lovely animation that they do at the end with him blocking out the sun and making that fucking noise. And Link looks like he just jizzed his pants when he sees it.
So I do know how this ends, at least.
Yeah, it's great.
It's a Marin flies over you, or a seagull flies over you, and it's supposed to represent Marin.
Well, they do show her image too. So, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to be stuck out in the ocean forever again, but I see this whale condor and this chick that cock teased me, and I'm all happy. So, there we go.
She was a cock tease. She's a dirty girl.
Yeah.
Let's just say that right now.
She's a
dirty girl.
He did not tap into the full potential.
I'm a thief,
I'm
so
just saying.
I guess I'll steal that flower.
You're bad boy.
Coming in hot.
Picking up chicks.
All right, guys. So we'll go with the things we loved and things we hated. I would say keep it 3 each or less.
3.
Matt, you go first.
I get to go first? Shit, I'm not even prepared.
Yeah.
All right, things I loved. It is a very quirky game. Very weird. All the Mario crossovers and the I don't know, all the conversations you have with people, they're very weird. I think I loved Marin because she is a dirty girl. I can't stress that enough. All the stupid shit you can do with Marin. I like that you could assign whatever you want to whatever button you want. I know, Nick, you bitched about that, but I don't care. I want... give me more control. Why is why is B always my sword? Let me pick where the hell I want to put my goddamn sword. So, those are my top 3. It's a real weird Zelda. It's got a dirty girl in it. Link's a pervert. And control.
So things you hated then.
Fuck. What did I hate about this game? Oh, I know what I fucking hated. The acorns and the triangles. I'm just walking. Oh, the music. It's like, shut up, stop it. I avoided it.
Yeah, that was annoying.
And it wouldn't go away. It's like, I don't need that much power. Can you give me 3 seconds of power? Can we get less power?
So question.
Yeah.
I think or actually more common, is I'm probably the only one person that didn't play with any sound at all through the whole game.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, I hear you there. I turned it down at some point.
I listened to it once in a great while because I'm like, oh, it's feeling nostalgic. But I'm like, other than that, it was mostly because I played it at night next to when Nicole's sleeping in bed with me. And I'm just playing out as many dungeons as I can, so I just have it on low. Or no volume at all. So I feel I missed out on the music. I'm sorry.
The soundtrack was legit on this one.
Yeah. I tried to listen to it whenever I could, but it was one of those things where if I had the volume too loud, it'd be like, oh my god, you ruined America's Got Talent. And it's like, I don't give a fuck. Oh, shit. What else did I
play with some headphones.
Yeah, what else did I hate on this game?
The rocks and the crystals. That was my biggest pet peeve.
That was annoying.
Yeah.
I can't think. I'm struggling to find things I didn't like. I mean, I think the big thing with this game is it may have ratcheted its way up top 2 Zelda games for me.
Yeah, it's definitely in top 3.
I'm always in a level.
So what's your top 3 right now then?
I mean, Link to the Past for me is it. It's just I don't know if it's the nostalgia factor, but that's the one that nailed it. I may put this as number 2. And then, I don't know. I mean, this is controversial. I really am a big Twilight Princess fan. I know a lot of people going, Ocarina of Time. I don't care. I'm playing Ocarina of Time right now, and it's good. It's nowhere near Twilight Princess. I don't care what you say. I changed my mind on that. Changed my mind that how Ocarina of Time is better than Twilight Princess.
Have you played Majora's
You and
Mask
I-
yet?
No, that's on my list. So I've never played Majora's
So
Mask.
we'll keep that on reserve. Those spots.
I've heard great things.
I haven't played through that one. It's good, and I didn't get to play fully through Majora's Mask, but yeah, I agree with you that Twilight's better than Ocarina.
There's this like weird consensus that goes around that Ocarina is the end all be all, and I'm like, I don't get.
Well, I think it was the first Zelda game on the new platforms that was so in depth. Like it wasn't just like, okay, I could play this for like 6 hours and have the whole game be. It's like, shit, I just dropped 25 plus hours into this, and I just got through the like water temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That thing sucked.
it did get the control right. I mean, pretty much every 3D Zelda is built off Ocarina of Time. So, I mean, I can give it that. I mean, it right out of the gate nailed it. But, I don't know. I prefer the 2D Zeldas. I don't know why. The overhead view. I don't know. I get more out of it.
Oh, I guess that goes to me then now at this current moment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are some things you liked,
So,
buddy?
I played the color version, obviously. So I thought it was actually. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, for even going to the Game Boy and using Game Boy Color version, I think the graphics are pretty decent for that. For just a little handheld. Like, I mean, I could probably do a nice, quick, easy switch to. It's like playing Links to the Past onto the Game Boy. So I thought that was really good. I thought overall, I think it was nice, smoothly played through. It was kind of easy to figure things out. You didn't have to have a guide. If I haven't played it for almost 20 years, but I pretty much started playing it. I knew where it was, knew how to play pretty quickly in the game, knew what I had to do, and went beat majority of the stuff off memory of knowing how to go through it. So I thought it was pretty easy controls. I think, like you said, Matt, I think it is nice that you can kind of switch out things. I think that was pretty cool. They actually had a choice of what you wanted to put there. I liked the mini games as well. I think within inside the game, the side quests. I thought those side quests were much needed. Made the game feel much fuller.
I like that you could steal. I like that you could steal. That's
and
so rewarding.
And I thought it was cool that actually you can't steal. I thought it was kind of like oh hey, let me just take this. I don't want to pay. Like I had the bow of the first dungeon, so I was rocking through dungeons.
Made it easier.
Oh god, yeah. Like done. Peace. Things I hated. I think, like you, John, every time you ran into something, like you either could pick up or you could run through, and you got that text. It was so annoying. Well, you could probably need this. Oh, no shit, I got that already.
Yeah, you told us that.
Don't tell me again. Other than that, other things I might have hated. I think one thing, it's not really directionally, like, unless you know where you had to go, you didn't know where you had to go. Like, you come out, they're very vague onto where's the next place I have to go.
That's some stoner talk right there.
You come out with a dungeon and it's like, okay, what's next? And sometimes you didn't have a direction where to go. Okay, I'm going to walk around until I talk to someone to find out what dungeon I have to go to. Like, after Captain Small, I literally stumbled upon the next dungeon.
The owl would kind of tell you like a little tidbit if you listen to him, but he rambled on a lot, so just blowing through his text happened often, but he would allude to a couple things here and there.
I was ready to fry the owl at the end of Captain Small. I'm like, you're so useless. You don't tell me really what I need to know. No,
he rambled on.
Like, hey, if you go this, oh, hey, now you know. You can't tell, if you tell anyone, what will happen.
Cook him and eat him.
Freaking fry him up.
Shoot him with your bow, thief.
I know. I'm a thief. I'm going to be known as a thief when I end the game.
Yeah.
All right, John. What were your threes and no's?
I like the puzzles in this game. I got this when I was in second grade, I think, and I got most of the way through the game that year, and then I don't know what happened. I think my Game Boy broke or something. But the puzzles when I was a kid were challenging. some of the ones that you have to get the stone tablets for to read, and then it'll tell you a little clue. They were hard, and it was good. It was a good challenge. I spent a lot of time friggin' running around and trying to figure everything out. And, a couple things went over my head because I was only 7. But the puzzles in this one were harder than Link to the Past to me. And I love the quirky nature of it. You had to swap items out. It wasn't as linear. It made it fun. I like puzzle games, and this one was one of the top ones. Things I hated, same vein as you guys. Those damn repetitive texts were unnecessary. I don't know why they didn't pick up on that. Like, oh yeah, okay, we could stop doing that. I'm pretty sure that's a line of code you just take out, right?
One would think.
Yeah, and I hated the owl. He was excessive.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, I love the music, Nick. If you wouldn't have noticed, but this actually was the first Zelda that had different music in each dungeon. And for what they had to work with, that was pretty impressive because it's MIDI and it just is, sounds like computer garbage.
It's come through a Game Boy.
But yeah, they did some pretty neat soundtrack for it.
I'll listen to the next couple of dungeons and get.
There you go. So yeah, all in all, I think this is one of my favorite games ever. I'm sure, Matt, you were feeling the same, and Nick, it's good to hear that you played this as a kid too.
Yeah, I mean, my mom was the one that had the Game Boy brick, and this is one of the games she had, so I remember every time she'd let me use her Game Boy, I'd play this. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's how I played it. And I think I actually had a copy of myself when I got a Game Boy Color. I think I found it for like $2 at a market, flea market or something, and I bought it. So it was good. I mean, it's a solid game. I think I've always been a fan of the Zelda games. They've never really disappointed.
Yeah,
They've done a really good job.
Solid. So last but not least, we have the Turbo Round. Sounded like a friggin' horn call or something. So Matt, how did we do this? Did you both answer? Like I asked the question, then one person answered, the second person answers?
You picked an order, and you picked whoever the drunker of the two of us are, which I think is going to be me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I would be the second person because my stupid drunk brain is going to be much slower than Nick's keto brain. Although, I don't know. Maybe the lack of carbs are going to be getting to him. I don't know.
Oh, it's I got
keto
I was
flu.
getting sick today, so I'm getting lack of.
Yeah, keto flu happens.
It's up to you, John. You know what? Punish as you'd like.
Nick, you go first.
Okay.
Mercy.
Yeah. All right, so we answer rapid fire in this turbo button round. Don't think, just answer. So Nick will go first, and then Matt will go right after. And with the first one, Link's Awakening or Ocarina of Time?
Ocarina of Time.
Link's Awakening.
Trading sequence or seashells?
Seashells.
Trading sequence.
Feather or boots?
Boots.
Nick, no. Feather. Oh, come on. You're doing it all wrong.
You have disagreed on every one so far. This is great. Rooster or Bow Wow?
Bow Wow.
Rooster.
Moblin or Moblin?
Hoblin.
Moblin. Hey!
Oh.
There it is. Now we get weird. Backtracking in a dungeon or teaching older people how to use technology?
Oh, no.
12 gauge to the brain.
Answer fast.
Caveman answer. 12 gauge to the brain. Quite literally, I don't want.
No, that is A or B, dingus.
A.
I'm gonna go with
Matt?
I'm gonna go with old people. I'll suck it up. They'll die eventually.
You do more than suck it up.
Oof. Okay. Playing Game Boy with bad lighting or tying a shoelace after you've been in a bar bathroom.
Game Boy bad lighting.
Yeah, bad lighting.
Fighting Death Eye without the boomerang or eating potentially expired food.
Potentially expired food.
I eat potentially expired food on a regular basis.
Oh shit!
Nikki's gonna be in my house. I'm sidetracking. I'm ruining this turbo round. In my house, Nikki is like the old jester back in the day where they'd feed the poison food. I'm like, oh no, is it good? Is it bad? I'm constantly going up to her like, does this smell bad? She's like, yeah, and she's puking in the garbage. I'm like, oh, I guess that's bad.
Scrape the mold off, honey. It's fine.
Sorry.
Running into the owl and listening to him blather, or Mario Kart Haunted Boardwalk Reverse.
Mario Kart Haunted Boardwalk Reverse.
Yeah, let's do the boardwalk.
Yeah. You guys are brutal. Having to set your text tone as the windfish squeal, or stepping in dog shit, not noticing, and then driving your car.
Dog shit.
That's not even a question. I'm going to set my phone to windfish when we're done doing this. I mean, that's just going to happen.
Fucking so many texts.
Excellent. Trying to kill the flying mushrooms or drinking coffee that is 20 degrees too hot.
Killing mushrooms.
Yeah, mushroom.
Those fuckers are difficult until you get the fire rod or the boomerang, by the way.
Yeah, they're a pain.
Waking up between 12 and 3 a.m. because your animal or child discharged fluid, or having a freeze in the game in a critical moment.
Kid.
All right. And that does it.
I would wreck life if it froze like in the middle of the game, like especially if it's when like if you're like, all right, I beat it, I fucking beat it, and oh, son of a bitch.
I mean, you could just...
I guess I'm newer to this since I don't have a kid, so the dog vomiting at 3 a.m. is still new to me, and I hate it.
You could just leave the vomit there, though. So...
Yeah, but then he just whines until I get him something.
Teach
like he needs to go... Yeah. He's in his puppy phase still. He's a teenager now, so he's difficult.
Yeah, you probably won't see him calm down for another 2 or 3 years.
He's teething, which is great.
Oh, God. That's hell.
Yeah, it's a quick process, though. But, hey, so who's doing next game?
Me.
Oh,
no. Yeah.
What do I have to play?
So, Nick, here's the thing. All right, John already knows what we're getting into. So
Nick, it's bad.
It's so good. You just don't even know, Nick. Don't even listen to John. Don't even listen to John. He thinks easy dungeons are 12s. So we've done Mario, very classic game, well known. We've done Sonic 4 times, and we're going to re-record it again. So very classic game. Link's Awakening, Zelda, very classic. I'm going obscure. For number 4, I'm going obscure. So I'm going with Battle of Olympus for NES.
Ugh.
It's a Zelda 2-like game, but I think it does Zelda 2 right. It's got some Greek mythology. It's so good. It's either that, or I'm going to make you assholes play Chakan or Chakan for Genesis. So I feel like I'm being fair to you.
My wife shit on you about this game when we saw each other.
She is wrong and an asshole. So
whoa, calling a ginger wrong and an asshole.
This game is that good. It's that good. She doesn't like that.
You're a masochist.
She doesn't like that the olives are currency. She thinks that's really stupid that you have to pay the gods olives. I don't care. Pay him. Pay the man.
All right.
No, she just made fun of the weapon. That's all you get in the beginning is a fucking dildo. Looks like a flaccid dildo.
It doesn't get any longer.
Well, guys.
Damn it.
It's been fun.
John, sign us off. Send us off to bed.
Take us off, buddy.
All right, guys, we are concluding episode 3 of Spin Dash, your 13th favorite retro gaming podcast. I'm your host, John. I had fun this week. One of my favorite games ever. I'm sure the other hosts did as well. And stay classy. We're out.